to sit down with the town administrator prior to
Yeah, sure.
getting this thing to a point where the other members of the committee think that there's a general agreement, to make sure there's no contractual issues that.
Finite, right. Yep. Yeah, some of the things are contractual in nature. Some of the things require negotiation. You know, I mean, one of the recommendations was to take the deputy chief out of bargaining unit and put it into management. Well, then, you know, that's going to require an extensive negotiation regardless of whatever we recommend. So some of it is like that, but most of the stuff we'll end up recommending are things that we can do or have done. You know, I think we're real happy with some of the, you know, the progress we've made, and pretty much everybody has agreed on. Everybody's been extremely hardworking and done a great deal to participate in the result. And so we're at this point where we've probably discussed everything and we're ready. We've knocked off all the quicker items and we're really ready to kind of analyze and talk about the big stuff. There's about 5 big items that need to be talked about. The Western Station, two in, two out rule, things like that. So that's where we are. But January, my hope is January, so that whatever we recommend and the board wants to approve can be part of the process, the budget process.
Mr. Dean?
No, I just concur with Mr. Dadino, and it's a.
No, I mean,
Can I have one more thing?
you can't have it.
I'm sorry. I'm
Oh, you
sorry.
mean it's
On
my
the 15th was the.
Remember, the game is on.
I know I want to go.
Yeah.
I should keep my mouth shut. On the 15th was the library anniversary, 15 years, and it was a wonderful program. There was a tremendous amount of people there. Bruce Tarr was there to give a it was a very, very nice time. So, and thank you to the library staff, Alina Minton and the rest of her crew. It was a wonderful, wonderful day. All right, I'm done. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm sorry.
Mr. Dean?
Yes, one thing I wanted to comment on, Mr. Chair, is the Friends of the North Reading Council on Aging are going to be having a spaghetti supper. I believe it was in the transcript. Was it about? Yeah. And this is a group who are all volunteers who are really not associated with the town in any way. It's just a group of volunteers who have come forward to try to raise money to help the senior citizens and the Council on Aging. And this is one of their kind of get-together fundraisers, and to get to know people, and et cetera. And it's going to be on November 6th of 2006, of course, 2006, from 5 to 7 at the Edith O'Leary Senior Center. So I just wanted to mention that. It would be good to stop by up there. You do have to call and make reservations, but it would be a good group. A good time to meet the group and the committees. They're a very active group, and they're really doing some fantastic work. They did get a PN. I don't know if they got it or the Council of Aging got it. They have another piano now up at the Senior Center. They're just very active. And with the limited budget that they have, Mary Prenny included, they're doing a fantastic job up there. It's quite a thing to see all that is getting accomplished. Thank you. That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
I'd like to say thanks to the firefighters union for this weekend's haunted hayride they put on up at the middle school every year. The weather was horrible. It never works in our favor any year, but thanks to John Burke, he sets it up every year, and it's a good time for the kids because it's all free. And I hope everyone's paying attention to the gubernatorial campaigns and everybody votes.
Steve?
2 or 3 things. First of all, I know some members of the board received a petition from local residents, signed by some local residents relating to a local establishment and their outdoor activities about once a month or something like that. I just want to assure those people that the administration has the complaints and issues raised by the residents, and that the administration is looking into it and will be reporting back shortly Additionally, Friday, I don't know if everybody's aware, there's the DEP issued a superseding order of conditions in relation to J.D. Berry. Or that, the developers received a full copy today, so it's basically 10 working days. That's for an appeal period in relation to the superseding order of conditions. And it's still on track to close DCAM towards the end of November, first week of December. And hopefully, everybody's concerns, at least which being the town's concerns, and also other parties who have petitioned previously in relation to the order of conditions originally issued by the Conservation Commission have been satisfied, and they can move forward with the project that was just issued, sent out Friday. And then finally, boys soccer team won the Cape Ann League Small Championship this evening by defeating Linfield 3-1. Ended up with an overall record of 13-1-4, 13 shutouts, which is a record for North Reading High School. We had 6 members of the team, the squad, who were named to the All-Star team this year, and they are ranked currently 15th in Massachusetts. So we're moving on to the tournament round along with the girls' team, also moving into the tournament round starting the end of this weekend. So wish them well and congratulate them on their success.
And congratulations to Mr. O'Leary, because his son is one of the members of the team. It's very successful. Congratulations. I know it's us fathers that do the hard work.
That's right. It's all that preliminary coaching from ages 6 to 16 that worked out very well.
It's us in there digging the trenches.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. And a couple of things I were gonna mention have already been mentioned, and I can repeat them, but I just wanna remind the board that it's November 8th at 6 p.m. At the Thompson Club is the Outstanding Citizen Award dinner. We're awarding this to our Representative Brad Jones.
Well, that was a secret.
Was it a secret?
Oh, it is.
I don't think it's a secret.
Not a very well kept one.
Not very well, but did everyone get invitations to that?
Yeah.
I think that's about it. We will be meeting next Monday night.
Mr. Chairman.
Meeting of the,
Oops, I'm sorry, I was trying to cut you off.
Sally Conis has a comment.
I don't have actually the, to be signed by the board, and you don't need to vote, is the street acceptance plans for Memphis Farm Lane and Dimitri Drive Road Lane. Anyway,
Right.
I have them both, but please just be sure to sign them with the Sharpie markers, including the Mylar, which is probably most
These were accepted at town meetings.
They were both accepted by town meeting, and they've been signed off by the CPC. So they simply need and you voted them, you simply need to just sign the acceptance plans.
okay? Mr. Vino?
Mr. Chairman, I move to enter into executive session for the purpose of,
First item is ongoing litigation discussion, and the second item is collective bargaining strategy.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Vino, seconded by Mr.
for web
O'Leary.
session, further the board will return to open session thereafter for the sole purpose of adjournment.
Still second.
Now.
Second.
And I believe Mike will be excusing himself.
Mike, the first one you would do. Aye. Yeah.
Aye.
Mr. Okay, Mr. O'Leary?
Aye.
Chair votes aye.
It's you. It's you. It's you, absolutely. You're the reason,
Yeah,
got
nobody
us in
put
an hour and a half and gotta get out of here in 2 hours.
Right now, we don't have it for this year unless Shazam happens.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, and the sun is gonna come up in the west tomorrow, so look out the other.
all the more reason.
So that's
why
gonna put
we should have
more-
an election every 2 years.
That's gonna put more strain.
Reps and senators.
That's gonna put more strain on the reserve fund, because that's where you have to go. So, we're trying to be prudent.
All right, okay.
Well, you know, we've asked you to come and provide input.
Either way, personally, I think whichever way you decide, whether it's me or you, there's gonna be an audience that will cheer and an audience that will boo you.
Of course.
That's the way it goes.
Mrs. Bailey.
And I'd like to know, I guess, what the board is gonna do if the $44,000 article fails at town meeting. Are we then gonna go back and then share that 50/50? Back off and where? Because if we had the 175, wouldn't that be a handy money? Offsetting that.
Where does that fall in the list of articles?
28, I think?
And we talked about that we would move the order of it, that we would move to take it out of order, right? We talked about that a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah, so
because it needs to be decided before the omnibus
because,
article.
because it's back here.
This is factored in, so we talked about that, but,
It's Article 28, I think.
Yes, it is.
yeah, we haven't made a recommendation, who even knows if the board's gonna recommend in favor of it, you know, who knows?
So
How
preferably,
town meeting's gonna vote.
you
and
do it as Article
Spending.
13 or earlier.
Pardon?
They do it before the
Preferably, you
others.
do it.
Yes, and I made that
All
point.
right, so if it fails, what do we do? And we're short 44 grand.
Use another copy machine to rewrite the numbers and hand out to town meeting. You know, which
Well,
is,
school,
huh?
What?
the school budget, the school can make transfers from line to line, line item to line item, right? Pull it out of the school budget, in general. Put 44,000 on the school budget and go ahead. You get the last minute, you're gonna have I mean, I wouldn't wanna have a separate sheet it just shows all these machinations, just in case they turn it down. I think you pull it out of the school budget.
And our assumptions were based upon it passing.
And I'm saying, you have to, so you have to prepare for something else. The answer, the answer is you pull the 44 out of the school budget.
You agree? What?
No, I agree.
My comment would be, since there's no salary money involved, that it is something that we could move forward into October, and look at remedying the issue at the October town meeting and making that account higher at that time.
Okay, if that's an answer.
If it helps at all, there's a high degree of likelihood that the finance committee will recommend our.
Because it saves money.
And I hope that it passes, but what if it doesn't, you know?
All right, so we got an answer. If it doesn't, because it's not a personnel number, we could supplement that October town meeting. Not that it's something we'd like to do. It's something that we could do.
Supplement it with funds from where?
Well, we come out of
Free cash?
Free cash.
And then so for 1 year, then we're supplementing an operating expense with free cash, which then you're gonna have to go back, put it into the operating budget and leave yourself in that double hole that you've spent it
Yeah.
this year
Mhm.
out of operating. I just have to say that I think we're getting too, that philosophy is just too aggressive, and that may not come to pass on that article. That's just too aggressive. That, you know, we're gonna fund 44 out of free cash, we're gonna fund the voc out of free cash, we're gonna fund, you know, missing state ed out of free cash, or we're gonna come back and we're gonna
Make cuts.
make cuts. I just wanna go on record as saying too aggressive.
And the school lunch program's running deficit, so money to free cash before free cash is even certified.
Too aggressive, and I'll just add that when we're making the adjustments to